What's up everyone, John here, and today we're going to be looking at both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and see which one is best for you. As you may or may not know, Microsoft and Sony will be releasing their new next-gen gaming consoles this year. Microsoft has the Xbox Series X and Series S launching on November 10th, and Sony will be releasing their PlayStation 5, both physical and digital versions, on November 12th. Now, if you weren't lucky enough to get a pre-order, it's okay. There will be more consoles. Yes, you have to wait a little bit longer, but it's not the end of the world. So if you haven't gotten your pre-order and it's time to pick a console, which should you get? Without bogging you down with the details on CPUs and GPUs, let's keep things simple and get the whole power thing out the way. Right now, on paper, the Xbox Series X is the more powerful console when compared to the PS5, but the question is, does that matter to you? For most people, I think this is a moot point. Yes, the Series X is the more powerful console, but it's not that significant. Both consoles are powerful enough to run games at native 4K at 60 FPS. The Series X might do a little better job at doing so, but I doubt most people would even be able to tell the two apart. We'll just have to wait for Digital Foundry to get the two consoles in-house and put them to the test to see how significant the difference in power actually is when running games. So don't worry about the power of the consoles, both will do just fine. If power is your main concern, I'd suggest going the PC route. Now, back when the Xbox One and PS4 launched, I remember one of the biggest factors that determined which console you got was, where are your friends playing? So back in ye olde 2013, there was no such thing as crossplay. You would have PS4 players on one side, Xbox One players on the other, and an imaginary wall in between that said you guys can't play with each other. Thankfully, in 2020, crossplay is in almost every online game, so now it doesn't even matter what console you and your buddies get. So rest assured that you can all get sent to the gulag together. So if the difference in power doesn't matter and playing with your online friends isn't an issue, what should be the deciding factor of which console you should get? The name. PS5 makes a lot more sense. It's the 5th generation of the PlayStation console. The Xbox Series X and Series S doesn't even make sense. Like what do you even name it after? You know, it's just very confusing. So PlayStation 5 is the one to get. Now, that's the end of the video. So if you guys like the video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. And I'm just joking, of course. That's not what it is. The main deciding factor on which console you should get are the games, specifically the console exclusives. This has been and always will be the deciding factor on which console to get. Now, if you ask me, I think PlayStation has the strongest lineup of console exclusives. God of War, Horizon, whatever game Naughty Dog comes out with next, it's always going to be in the running for Game of the Year. Xbox has Halo, which has had some pretty negative reactions to their newest game. Gears of War, which I was a fan of during the 360 days, but just doesn't seem that exciting. And Forza? Yeah, I think majority of us can agree that PlayStation just has the harder hitting exclusives. Now what's interesting is that Microsoft recently purchased ZeniMax, the parent company of Bethesda, and they have some pretty popular franchises you might have heard of. That's great for Xbox fans, but you won't see any kind of exclusivity for another few years. So this leads me to my answer for what console you should get: the PlayStation 5. And then the Xbox Series S. With its AAA exclusives, the PS5 is the winner in my books. When power and crossplay isn't a concern, the exclusives are what matter. Now, like I said, Xbox will have some killer exclusives coming out over the years, so when there is that game that you want to get, just get the Series S. It's significantly cheaper than the Series X and PS5 at only $299, and it will run all of the next-gen Xbox games at a respectable 1440p. This is what I see myself doing this console generation. I already have my PS5 pre-ordered, fingers crossed it comes in on time, and when Xbox has a full lineup of AAA exclusives that I want to play, I'll get a Series S. Plus, you can't deny the value that Game Pass offers. At the end of the day, get the console that will bring you the most joy. What matters is that it plays the games that you want to play and that you're having a good time. But what do you think about this upcoming generation of consoles? Were you able to snag a pre-order, or are you planning to wait it out? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, if you guys liked today's video, be sure to show some love by smashing that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe by clicking right over here. Now that's all I have for you in today's video, so I'll see you guys in the next one.